There are a ton of different online resources that you can use to find spots when you're at home, and maybe it's the off season, maybe you're just leading up to a tournament. So we're going to be looking at some of the tried and true resources like Google Earth, Navionics web app, and there's also a new one that I really love I've been using a lot lately. These are a few ways you can be finding fishing spots when you're at home and put them to use to be more efficient on the water. So we'll start with Google Earth. People have used Google Earth to find fishing spots for years and years and years. It's not a secret, but you don't get as much out of it as you could if you're just looking at it in the web browser. If you just type in Google Earth and you pull it up, you can use it and you get a great image, but if it's taken when the water's up, it's not gonna do you a whole lot of good. But you can see right here, the water is at full pool when this picture's taken. And unless you're looking for something like this riprap right here that sticks out real obviously, you're not getting the most out of Google Earth. So what you've gotta do is download it to your computer, and you can use a free download to get Google Earth Pro. It doesn't cost you anything, but it's going to be super helpful. The big tool you gain with Google Earth Pro is historical imagery, and it's right up here. Here you've got two little islands out in the middle of the lake. You can see all this rock that's on them, okay, but you're just barely sticking out of the water. So we can go here. This picture was taken in 2008. This is a little bit older one. Well, we can go to 2009. We lose this island. You can see it was a little bit further under the water, but here we jump to 2010. And not only do we have these islands out of the water a little bit further, you can see there's a little vein of rock here, a vein of rock on this deep channel side, a vein of rock off the back, but you also can realize that the state game fish came and removed all these big rocks that had been there the years before. But you can see in these recent images, luckily it's been at a lower pool, that you can use that historical imagery to take a lake that's at full pool and go back in time to where a picture was taken. It's really easy to see these little depressions, these little cuts here. You've got rock on one side of this island, you've got some sand on the other side. That is a huge tool that you don't get in the web browser. If you can't find it there, it's because it's not there. You got to get it in the desktop download version. Another one that's really popular is the Navionics web app. So the Navionics chart that you would get on your graph through your Navionics card, you can access all these lakes online on the desktop app. Now, you can't save waypoints online. You can, though, create an account on your phone and save waypoints in your phone. But it's a great way just to get online. You can look at islands. It'll mark road beds. It's got docks here. It shows where some submerged bridges are. It'll mark stumps. It shows marinas. It's a good tool. It also has boat ramps. So even if you're somebody that's fishing off the bank, maybe you're not even going out in a boat and you want to find some parks or some boat ramps, some areas you can fish off the bank, it'll do that here too. Navionics and Google Earth have been probably two of the most popular ways to research lakes from home for a long time. One I've just found in the last few months and started using a lot is this right here. It's called Cmap. The shaded colors on this Cmap are so helpful in making little depressions and humps stick out to you. Here, this is the same area we were just looking at, but you can see right here, and you can change this color palette however you want to. Same in Navionics in that you can't put waypoints on the desktop version. That's the free chart explorer. You can get this on your phone. You can put waypoints in it on your phone. Even something as subtle as this point on a point that's got just these little bitty tighter contours. I mean, there's going to be 10,000 million jillions of these on the lake. But it helps you find them on the map. It just makes things really pop and stick out to you. So if you're not a huge fan of just the regular Navionics map, which does a fine job, or if you just want to kind of up it one more little level and get this shaded relief is what they call it, then the Cmap is a great tool. And then if I've got those waypoints marked in my phone, then what I'll do is I actually just have a little mount next to the console that I'll put my phone, clip it into, to where until I go and mark these on my graph, I can just turn on my navigation. I can idle over it, mark it on my phone, and I'm good to go. There are some features in the phone app that are not on the desktop. For instance, you can take one of these layers and you can have the satellite, just your regular satellite imagery, where you can switch back and forth. So like right here, you can see these docks in the back of the creek. And if you jack that shaded relief all the way up, okay, it still has the docks marked right there, but you're not seeing the satellite imagery. You're just seeing where the Cmap's got them labeled. So these are some great tools for you to be looking at a lake, getting familiar with it, trying to find some spots. If you're not just sitting out in your boat looking at your units, maybe it's the off season, maybe you've got a tournament a few weeks out, but between Navionics, Google Earth, and the new Cmap, that's some That's some high quality stuff that you can use to be looking around and get familiar with somewhere before you get there. And hopefully doing that stuff off the water will help you on the water. Thanks for watching.